Let's do it.
Hey, welcome to Screwed in the News. Here it is, another week going by, and here's another show. And I got some good news. Pelvis got his second COVID shot. I'm over and done with, and I talked to a friend of mine today, and he said he got his Johnson & Johnson. He said one and done. Well, you know what? It took two for me, and I look at it this way. If it takes 2 times to get anything right, look at refried beans. Why do you think they got refried? They're better the second time. So I got my 2 shots, and I'm safe. And the way I look at it, I'm one of the safest men in America right now. Earlier this year, I got a tetanus shot, and now I got my COVID shot. And years ago, I got a vasectomy. So I can't get or give anything. So I look at it this way. I'm one of the safest men walking this planet right now. But anyhow, if you haven't gotten it, if you're eligible, please go get your shot. I mean, I had minimal side effects with this thing. And I urge you to please, let's get out of this. And until we get out of it, let's continue to wear the mask and play it safe. All right. So you people that are new to the show, when Pelvis says he's going to tell you a true story, you can take that to the bank. All right. Pelvis likes to tell jokes, and I make things up and all that. But when I tell you this is a true story, it is a true story. All right, and this takes place in late 74, early 75. And I was living in Encinitas, California. And I was dating this girl, beautiful girl, tall, slender. I mean, she was 5'9", slender girl, dark skin, beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful. As a matter of fact, here, this is what she looked like. This isn't her. This is Foxy Brown from the movie Foxy Brown. All right. But they could have been sisters. And as a matter of fact, my friends used to say to me when she wasn't around, hey, where's Foxy Brown at? And so that was my friend's nickname for her. All right. And just give you a little perspective here. This is what I looked like in those days. So here I am. All right. So the two of us were riding around in this. This is my 1974 and a half Pantera. Hell of a car. I mean, I was in love with that car. So we were quite the spectacle around town. And to continue with the story, I got to tell you all the characters. This is the picture of what my business partner looked like. This isn't him. This is Grizzly Adams, but I mean, they could have been twin brothers. But this is what my partner Dick looked like. And we weren't in the music business. Him and I had a steel fabricating shop. And at this time, we were both into real estate. I had my own development going. He had his going. And we were both into real estate. And my girlfriend had, and I want you guys, and you girls, I know you won't do this, but I'll tell the guys to do this. I want you guys to picture the cutest little blonde you've ever seen in your life. All right. And that's what her roommate looked like. My girlfriend's roommate was the cutest blonde you ever want to see, named Sammy. Her name was Samantha, but everybody called her Sammy. Well, let's get into the story. The 4 of us went out to dinner. I fixed my business partner up with my girlfriend's roommate, okay? And we all went to this French restaurant on the lagoon there in Carlsbad. I mean, it was fancier than fancy, man. And my girlfriend had this body hugging satin black dress on, man, and floor length, and I mean, it hugged every curve in her body. And with that afro and everything, I mean, she looked dynamite. I mean, dynamite. And I got to tell you this. On this night, this was an entertainer's dream come true. I not only got a round of applause, but I got a girl to fall in love with me. And this is what happened. So we walk in this French restaurant, And I mean, we were different than everybody in that restaurant. All right. So we got attention coming in. Everybody's looking at us. And I knew the guy that owned the restaurant, and we got the best table in the house overlooking the lagoon, and we were sitting there. All right. And my girlfriend's sitting by the window. I'm sitting on the outside. Sammy's sitting by the window, and Dick's sitting right across from me. All right. And then suddenly, I hear this commotion off to my left. And I looked over and I hear this guy going, no, 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 sit down, don't go over there and bother those people. Now, what I'm going to tell you happened real fast, but I got to tell you everything, so it's going to take me a little bit more time to tell it than it actually happened. And this woman's standing up, and this guy's got her by the arm saying, no, sit down, don't bother those people. And she just pulls away from him, and she comes over, and she goes, she's by me, she's behind me, and I'm watching her. She goes by me, and she comes up to my girlfriend, she puts her arm around her, takes his hand and puts it right on her boob. And she goes, darling, what the hell are you? She said, I've been looking at you all night long. Are you a man or a woman? And then and then she looked over at my business partner and she goes, and you, what are you? And by this time she's walking out and she's at the end of the table and she looks at Sammy and she goes, oh, you're too adorable to be anything but a girl. And she looked at me and I couldn't take it anymore. I stood up in that restaurant and I pulled my zipper down. I said, lady, if you want to know what I am, give me your hand. And her head started doing this. And she looked over at her husband, and I fell in love with this guy that night. She looked over at him, and he said, that man did not stutter one bit. Either stick your hand in there and find out what it is, or get the hell over here and sit your ass down. And everybody in the restaurant applauded that. I sat down, I looked at my girlfriend, and she said, I just fell in love with you. So there you go. You couldn't ask for anything more than that. Now, you're going to wonder whatever happened. I'm going to tell you the sad part of this story. I broke that girl's heart. Didn't do it that night, but eventually I did. And I'm going to cut to the chase here, and I'm not going to go into details about how I did it. But I did mention how cute that roommate was, didn't I? Yeah. I did. So that's my story. All right, here we go. The big pink pick of the week. We didn't have it last week. Ramblin Jake was out doing his due, and he got this to me a little late, so I didn't have time to edit it into the show, but here it is this week. And like we say, good things, better late than never. So here we go. Ramblin Jake, big pink pick of the week from Victorian Station.
Stay at bay if you get too excited.
Well, that was a hell of a concert coming off that front porch of the Victorian station. And that's a good way to do it this time. You know, COVID and everything, it's a good way to have a concert. And I can't wait till this is over so we can open up the venues and get into concerts again and go out and listen to some live music and not have to worry about who you're sitting next to or how far you're sitting away from them, any of that stuff. So good job there. Now, what Elvis wants you to do is I've got a whole bunch of links down here and they're all on Reverb Nation. And I want you to go up there and click each one of these links, go up there and fan these people, leave them a comment, tell them how much you love them, how much that you saw them on the show, and just give them a little bit of love, okay? So first one, Marie Johns, all right, with Father, Oh Father. That song has got a bullet, okay? She's got a whole bunch of them up there. She, you know, Impossible Love, Hurt, just to name a couple of them. All right, and my man Dan up in Sandy, Utah, Daniel Allred, Rock and Roll Will Survive. His link's down below here. Click it. Go up and tell Daniel how much you like that song. Leave him a comment, all right? Become a fan of his. All right, and then we got Ramblin Jake. Ramblin Jake, his new song's out, Old Prince. And Hammock and July's up there, Old Prince. And go up there and leave him a comment. And do Pelvis a favor. Tell him you saw him on the show. And Paul Robert Thomas, he's got a new one out. He's got a bunch of songs out. And I want you to go up there. And this man helps me out so much. I want you to go up there and just leave a thank you for me, okay? Just tell him, Pelvis thinks highly of you. I thought I'd drop by and just say hi. Anything like that, I'd appreciate it. Let him know that you saw him heard about him on this show. His link's right down below here. And I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Theodore Kidd down in Melbourne, Australia. Got a gang of music, a gang of good music. Like I say about Theodore Kidd, he doesn't want to play music. He's got to play music. He's got it in him. He needs to get it out. Okay? And Craig Blaine. Oh, my man, Craig Blaine. I talk about him on What's on Board and on his production company he has down in San Diego, his studio there. But, oh, my God, his voice, along with this girl, Tavia, on Winter Chill, just brings a tear to my eye every time I think about it. All right. Okay, so listen, we're going to go talking about prolific songwriters, and you can look up this girl under Kelly's Lot. Kelly's Lot. Not only on Reverb Nation, but she's got her own website and all that. kellyslot.com, I believe it is. That'll be down below. Click on that. Now we're going to play a little snippet of a song of hers, and we'll talk about it when we get back, all right?
Many times in my life I couldn't find what was right, searching for someone like you to hold me, love me, keep me safe and warm. Oh, I'm finally home. Took me time to see you there with your love and care. I was blind, now I see. You hold me, love me, keeping me safe and warm. Oh, I'm finally home.
All right, that was Kelly Z from Kelly's Lot. I mean, that woman, I think she writes songs in her sleep. I swear to God. She is the most prolific songwriter I can think of right now. You know, she's just in the independent music world. She is on top of it. Every time I turn around, she's got a new song out. And I got to tell you, there's a song that I want you to go listen to of hers on her. I don't know if it's up on Reverb Nation, but it's on her website. It's called Alyssa. I was going to feature that song this week, and I'm starting to muster up here right now. I couldn't get through the introduction without tearing up. And it's only because I have a daughter and I can't imagine what this family went through. But I want to say something about the song. I mean, and what Kelly and Perry did with this song. And the thing I love about music, I mean, this is a story when you read what one of the family members wrote about her. I believe it was either her father or mother wrote about her. And the song cuts right to the chase about this little girl's life. And Alyssa was always one step ahead of the blues. I mean, she gave everybody the hope. You know, I mean, hope. No matter what you're going through, it couldn't be as bad as what she was going through, but she still gave you hope. She offered that up to all of us. And like I said, I couldn't go through the introduction without tearing up, but go listen to the song. I mean, it's a fantastic song. Alyssa, it's called. All right, do that for me. All right, let's go to the other woman in my life. Let's go down to Pig's Butt, Tennessee. What did she say? Pig's Butt, Tennessee. To my gal, Eunice, Utah. Take it away, darling. Hi, everybody. Eunice, Utah here from Pig's Butt, Tennessee. And I want to start tonight by sending out a big thank you to everyone that emailed Pelvis about the little tour that we took to my RV. And I know you know now that I'm as comfortable as I can be in here. You know, I'm like a bunch of puppies all cuddled together up in this house. You know, and I'm happy. I'm really happy. And one thing that each email, and this is what Pelvis was telling me, there was a lot of inquiries about my bedroom. And I'll tell you, I sleep like a baby in that bed. I sleep like a baby. But you know, the best thing about that bedroom of mine is, and you girls can relate to this more than you men can, or they have a different perspective than you men do. But I have one of those memory foam mattresses. Yeah, you know. And during this COVID pandemic, I've been trapped inside of here for like everybody else. I'm no different than anybody else. I've been trapped in here for over a year now. And so that memory foam mattress, that is the nicest thing in the world. I go in there sometimes even during the day, and I just lay on that thing. And the nice thing with a memory foam mattress is you can reminisce. You know what I'm saying? You can reminisce on that. You can think about the old times and just talk it over, you know, and just keep talking and get into some deep conversations on that, you know, and I found out, and this is the truth, you can mark my words on it, one of the hardest things in the world to do is to reminisce with a stranger. Damn near impossible, you know. They look like, what the hell are you talking about? Anyhow, listen, I got a show for you tonight, and wait a minute. Hang on one second. Hang on. Oh, it's my friend Agnes. Hang on. Agnes McGinnis, how you doing? Yeah, well, I'm taping my show right now. I got to send this up to Pelvis. Now I can talk for a couple minutes. Pelvis says it'll be all right. If he doesn't like what's going on, he can cut it out of the show. Yeah, yeah. No, things are going good. I got a video from Delmer the other day, and he apologized for getting scared and running off. I don't blame him though. That damn breathing crotch. I don't know if I'll ever wear that thing again. But anyhow, yeah. Oh no, he's doing really good. I think he said he's going up to somewhere. I can't remember. I know he was down in Mississippi. Yeah, I can't remember where he said he was going, but that boy got that J-O-B. I'm happy that he got that thing. Oh, yes. Oh, no, that man loves his job. Yeah. Anyhow, you know what, though? I'd say he's like every other man on this planet. I tell you what, they got one thing and one thing on their mind only. Yeah, you guessed it. Yeah, that's right. I'll tell you why I brought that up. Because in his video, he kept going, he got like he had indigestion, and he's blaming on that road food. He's out on the road a lot, and he's eating in those truck stops and things like that. And there's some, you can get salads and things there, but not a man. They don't do that. Not you look at Delmer, he ain't no salad either. You know what I'm saying there. And anyhow, I told him, when I was so heavy before I lost all the weight and all that. Yeah. Well, I told him about the heartburn that I was having, and I was blaming it on the food too, like he is, And yeah, I know. Yeah, I used to get it terrible. Yes, you remember. And anyhow, I tell him, I said, Delmer, that just might not be the food. It may be something more serious. And I said, I'm going to tell you what happened to me. And I told him about that heartburn kept getting worse and worse and worse. And finally, I got so painful, I went to the doctor. Yeah, and they examined me and they ran some tests on me. And I told him, now, Delmer, you know what they found out? It wasn't just heartburn. No, you know what the doctor told me? He told me that I had acute angina. And you know what Delmer said to me? Well, what did he say about your boobs? Can you believe that? I said, no, Delmer, angina. Angina, acute angina. It means it's a severe case. I don't understand. I said, angina, it has something to do with, Delmer, look it up, Google it. Acute angina. Oh my God, man. I said, what in the hell is wrong? He's a man. I swear to God, they are all the same. I know, Agnes. Oh, listen, hey, I gotta get going. I gotta go winky tink before I get any further into the show here, because I've been on the phone with you and talking to you, but it's a pleasure. And you call me back anytime. You hear it now, girl? I love you. I love you like a sister. All right, I talk to you later now, Agnes. Bye-bye. Oh, that girl, she's so much fun to talk to. I can tell her anything, and she's just like a sister. We're just good friends and have been for a long, long time. Well, listen, I got to go winky tink real quick. I'll be back and I'll tell you about the song I'm going to highlight tonight, and I'm sure you're going to love it, all right? So you take care. I'll be back in a minute. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, I'm back. I just, that Agnes, she got me so I had to go winky thing. And I don't use the bathroom here in the house. We have a community bathhouse here. They're really nice showers and lockers and in the bathrooms there and everything. So I run down there and I use that. But you know what? That Bob from across the street, he's the manager here. I told you that. Every time without fail. I wouldn't mind it. The first time I didn't mind that, but every time I come back, before I get in the house, I hear him yell, "Hey, Eunice, everything come out all right?" The hell. How are you going to answer something like that? Anyway, now listen, I got to tell, let's get to the music. Pelvis, oh, that man, I got to tell you about Pelvis. When Pelvis says he loves somebody, you know, what he means is that he has such deep admiration for creative people that it almost feels like love to him. So that's how he expresses it. And this next lady, I'm telling you, he called me up and he said, Eunice, I got to tell you, this woman, she's living out in Arizona. She's originally from Colorado. Then she lived in San Diego, and she got the Country Music Artist Award in San Diego. So this girl's good. So, but you know what? He says she's living in Arizona, and she is just so creative. He said he talked to her on the telephone, she told him that she has a new album come out. And he said, is all your material? And she said, yeah, I've actually got enough for 2 albums. So, I mean, that grabbed that man's heart right there because, like I said, he just loves creative people. Excuse me. I stepped over my tongue. He just loves creative people. And this Brandy Lee is this lady's name. And she sent this song in, and I'm going to play that for you right now. And it's a little promo tape that Pelvis put together. So we're going to roll that, and then we'll talk when I get back. All right now.
In the morning and it's you I see. Put your loving arms around me, baby. Rather spend my time thinking of you sweetly, and I'm all over you. Oh, and I'm so into you. Sugar, oh, and I'm so into you, baby.
Now that was Brandy Lee. Now she's all over the place. I mean, Reverb Nation, Spotify, everywhere. I mean, just look her up. I mean, you got to listen to some more of that music. And I'll tell you what. I need for this pandemic to get over, because I need to get into a man like that too. You know what I mean? I can't wait to get that Delmer over here. I'm gonna make every hair on his head and his face stand on end. I'm telling you that. Oh no, that boy is in for a treat. But anyway, that's me and Delmer. Let's get back to Brandy Lee. That girl she's a talent, and Pelvis just loves her so. Look her up on all those links that she has and just listen to all her music and fan her and tell her how much you love her, all right? So that's it for me from Pigsbit, Tennessee. All right, Pelvis, thank you. I love you, Pelvis, and I don't mean that in a creative way. I mean from the heart, baby, from right in here. I love you, Pelvis. Take care, baby. You know what she's saying there is the truth. I just admire talented people, and not, there's a lot of talent out in the world, but you got to do something with it. You got to push it. You can't just be sitting at home saying, I got a talent. Look what I can do. You got to let people know that you got that talent. You got to get it out in the world. You got to be able to take the criticism. You got to take the accolades. You got to take everything that comes along with it. And no matter what comes, take it and run with it. You know, it's yours. Run with it. Make it your own. Make you be you. All right? Nobody can take anything away from you. Just throw it out there, you know? Just throw it out there. Now, my man down in San Diego, Craig Blaine, what's on the board? And he's going to talk about a little project that we started some years ago and it got sidelined. And it's one that Pelvis can't wait to pick up. All right. So he's going to explain to you about what it's all about. And then when I come back, I'm going to talk to you more about it. So take it away, my bromancer, Craig Blaine.
Hey Pelvis, how you doing? This is Craig at JCB Music. What's on the board? A shout out to everybody out there, friends of Screw the News, everybody who's watching. Hey Pelvis, great, you got your second shot. I got my one and done. I did the J&J on Friday, so I am set, and I am thinking that it won't be too long before either Pelvis, Johnny Booty, or Bruce Dunn, one or all three of them, might be live back at JCB Music. So can't wait for that. That might be in the next few weeks. Who knows? So great to hear that news. Today and on the next few What's on the Boards, I'd like to show you guys a project that we did that kind of got sidelined because of everything that's happened over the last year and even 2 years. But this project called Ronnie and the Boys. Now, who's Ronnie? None other than Ron Wood of the Rolling Stones. And I'm in possession of this photo that he signed for me in appreciation for tapes that Bruce Dunn was in the possession of from the 70s that Ronnie did, home recordings. It was really cool. There were some master recordings there too. I mean, copies of them. But the really fascinating stuff was what Ronnie was just playing around with on his home studio. And so we digitized all that. We sent him the original reel-to-reel tapes from the 70s. And in appreciation, he wanted to get us to a Stones concert that was in Las Vegas, but believe it or not, that was canceled. So we never got to make it there because that show was canceled. But he was very appreciative of sending him the tapes. So this is the project, and I'd like to walk you through a little bit of this first thing that is still on the drawing board. It's not by any means finished, but here's the beginning. This is Ronnie Wood's riff. I was taking off these tapes. Very nice sounding, right? I looped it many times because it was just a little fragment. Added a bass. Added some drums. Needed some rhythm guitars in there, so I put those in. This is kind of like the verse. And that was pretty much the extent of his riff. Now we're coming into what might be the chorus. This is an all-new part that we just wrote. As yet untitled, but it is Ronnie and the Boys. So as Bruce Dunn, as soon as he can get it live in the studio, or send me a wave file of your vocal, brother, we might have to reignite this project. Now we're coming back into Ronnie's riff here. So there are several more of these, and I'll keep playing them as we go in the coming weeks. But that's a little bit of Ronnie and the Boys, the start of the song here. That's all for me. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Back to you, Pelvis.
Now, you get to see what a genius this man is. You know, taking that looping that music, adding to it, putting the bass in, putting the rhythm guitar in. Then he sends it to me, and I put the lyrics to it, and then I sing it. And to show you what the end product sounds like, this is the first one. It's first and only one we did, and it's, like I say, we want to keep this going. But this is the first one, and this one's called Pino Rye. And he did the same thing with this one. He took the riff off the tape. We put it on a CD. He took it off the CD. He looped it. He put the rhythm guitar to it. And we got a guy play lead guitar on it. And I'll put his name up. I can't think of his name right now, but when you see this, his name will be right down here because I want him to have the credit for it because he did a hell of a job. I just can't think of his name right off the top of my head. You know, I can see dementia from where I'm sitting. So anyhow, his name will be right here. But this song is called Pino Rye. And this is the last you're going to see Pelvis for this show. And I'm going to play the entire song. You can listen to the end or you can get out whenever you want to. But this is what Craig Blaine did from a loop off of Ronnie Wood's riff. All right, so peace. Love you all. Go get your shots. Keep wearing the mask. Let's get out of this mess so we can all get together. All right?
I'm now going to switch over to 7.5.
When I was a young man, I used to dress and look real fly. Broke some hearts, made a lot of young girls cry. When I was a young man, I had a lot of style. Riding around with a young girl, I used to drive her wild. In my '69 Eldorado, a little river and a Pino Rye. I drink a little whiskey, sometimes I get a little high. Drive out to the crossroads to find myself a Pino Rye.